Hi everyone, welcome back to Undesign Craft channel. Today, we are going to crochet a few cute hats for our capybara. If you've already made the capybara from my previous video, here are some fun costumes you can add to dress it up. In this video, we'll be making different hat designs, including a koala, frog, strawberry and orange. Each one is simple, adorable, and perfect for giving your capybara different personalities. Here are the tools and materials you'll need for this project. Prepare 4-ply cotton yarn, a 2.5mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, a pair of scissors, a stuffing tool, and a stitch marker if needed. Let's start with the base of the hat, which will be the same for every hat design. Make a knot in the magic ring and work 7 single crochet into the ring. Once done, pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Then make a slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. For round 1, start with 1 chain, then work an increase in every stitch. That means 2 single crochet in each stitch. You should have a total of 14 stitches. Finish with a slip stitch. Remember to end each round with a slip stitch and start the next round with a chain. This helps keep the edge neat and straight. For round 2, work 1 single crochet followed by 1 increase. Repeat this sequence 7 times. By the end of the round, you should have 21 stitches. Finish with a slip stitch. For rounds 3 to 5, follow the written pattern to continue increasing. By the end of round 5, you should have a total of 42 stitches. For round 6 to 10, Start each round with one chain, then work one single crochet in every stitch around. Finish each round with a slip stitch. For round 11, start with one chain. Work 27 single crochet, then chain 15, skip the next 15 stitches, finish with a slip stitch. This creates an opening for the hat so you can insert the capybara's head later. For round 12, work 27 single crochet, then continue working single crochet into the chain. You can insert your hook into the back bump of the chain to keep the stitches neat. Finish with a slip stitch to close the round. For round 13, start with one chain, then work one single crochet in every stitch around, finish with a slip stitch, then cut the yarn and pull through. Hide all yarn tails neatly for a clean finish. And here is the base hat, shared for all the designs. Next, let's crochet the frog eyes. Make a knot in a magic ring and work 5 single crochet into the ring. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Then make a slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. For round 1, start with one chain, then work an increase in every stitch. You should have a total of 10 stitches. Finish with a slip stitch. For rounds 2 to 3, start with one chain, then work one single crochet in every stitch. Finish each round with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn and left enough yarn for sew later. Make 2 pieces for the eyes. Next, place the eye beads between rounds 2 and 3 and secure them firmly. Then insert a small amount of polyester fiber stuffing. Sew the eyes onto the hat between rounds 8 to 10. Leave about 6 stitches between the 2 eyes to keep them evenly spaced. And just like that, the frog hat is done. Next, let's crochet the koala hat. Use blue or gray yarn to make the base hat by following the same pattern as before. Now, let's crochet the ears. Pick the blue yarn, make a knot in a magic ring, and work 6 single crochet into the ring. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Then, make a slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. For round 1, start with 1 chain, then work an increase in every stitch. Finish with a slip stitch into the first stitch. You should have a total of 12 stitches. For round 2, start with 1 chain. Work 1 increase, then 3 single crochet, in the third single crochet, place the yarn tail in front, then insert the hook into both loops, yarn under, and pull through. Here, switch to white yarn by yarn under and pulling through. This helps you change colors neatly. Continue with 1 increase and 1 single crochet in white yarn. In that single crochet, do the same yarn color switch as before. Place the yarn tail in front, insert the hook into both loops, yarn under and pull through, then switch back to blue yarn, yarn under and pulling through. Next, work 2 single crochet, one increase, and 3 single crochet. Finish the round with a slip stitch into the first stitch. By the end of round 2, you should have a total of 15 stitches. For rounds 3 and 4, start each round with 1 chain. Work 4 single crochet with blue yarn, then in the 4th stitch, switch to white yarn, work 5 single crochet with white yarn, Then switch back to blue yarn and work 6 single crochet. Finish the round with a slip stitch into the first stitch to close it. Cut the yarn and pull through, leaving enough yarn for joining later. Next, make another koala ear using the same pattern. Then sew both ears onto the hat at round 8, one on each side. Leave about 8 stitches between the 2 ears to keep them evenly spaced. For the white part of the ears, use white yarn to join, so the color change looks neat and clean. Next, pick black yarn to embroider the nose and eyes on rounds 11 and 12. If you prefer, you can also use eye beads and nose beads instead of embroidery for a cute polished look. And that's it. The koala hat is done. You now have a cute custom koala hat ready to dress up your capybara. Next, let's continue with the strawberry hat. Use red yarn to work the base hat pattern just like we did before. Now, we're going to make the green leaf on top. Pick your green yarn, make a knot in a magic ring, and work 10 single crochet into it. Pull the yarn tail tie to close the ring. Then make a slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. For round 1, start with 4 chains. Skip the first chain from the hook. Then insert your hook into the back bump of the next chain. Work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Then make a slip stitch into the third stitch. Repeat this sequence to finish the leaf part for the strawberry hat. 4 chains. Skip the first chain from the hook, then insert your hook into the back bump of the next chain. Work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and chain 1 double crochet, skip 1 stitch, then make a slip stitch in the next stitch. Repeat this sequence to finish the leaf part for the strawberry hat. Cut the yarn and make sure to leave enough yarn tail for sewing later. Next, let's work the stem part. Start with 4 chains. Then skip the first chain from the hook and work single crochet in the back bump of each chain. For row 2, work 1 chain, flip the piece, and work single crochet into the front loop. Total of 3 stitches. Cut the yarn and leave enough tail for sewing later. Now, use the yarn tail to join both edges together. Now, we can join the leaf and the stem together and sew it right in the center. Next, sew the leaf on top of the red hat. Lastly, pick white yarn and embroider some little white dots on the red hat to make it look like a real strawberry. And there you have it! The strawberry hat is done. Next, let's make the orange hat. Use orange yarn to work the hat base, just like we did for the other hats. Now, pick green yarn to make the leaf. Start with 4 chains. For round 1, skip the first chain from the hook, then insert your hook into the back bump of the next chain and work 1 increase, followed by 1 single crochet. In the last chain, work 1 single crochet, then 2 chains, and 1 single crochet, all in the same chain to create the tip of the leaf. Now we move to the opposite side. Insert the hook into both loops, work 1 single crochet, then 1 increase in the chain where you work the first increase. Finish the round with a slip stitch into the first stitch. Cut the yarn and leave enough tail for sewing later. Next, we'll make the stem for the orange hat. The stem pattern is the same as the strawberry hat. Now, Let's join the leaf and stem together. Sew them right in the center so the stem stands nicely. Next, attach the leaf on top of the orange hat. And that's it. Your orange hat is complete. And there you have it. All 4 adorable hats for your capybara are complete. We've made the frog, koala, strawberry, and orange hats, and each one gives your capybara a fun little personality. Happy crocheting, and see you in the next video.